Spring Green.
Okay, we're back here. I presume we are. I'm with Harold Enger from Spring Green. And everything is turning green this time of year, Harold, and it's, you know, all a real good time to know about fertilizer and seed and what you should and shouldn't do.
That's right. You know, in the last 3 weeks, lawns have improved tremendously. If you think back to 3 weeks ago, how everything was brown and brown spots all over, and this beautiful weather we've had for the last 3 weeks has really perked up everything. You can see the trees are going great.
Yeah, it looks
but the
great.
one thing I wanted to mention, a lot of times people get up and when they start looking at their lawns, when the snow melts, if you look over here, you can see 3 things that happen a lot, Bob. First thing you can see is the snow, the salt damage along the edge of the driveway. That's very common. You get a lot of people walking through right off of the sidewalk. You get traffic damage there. And all those brown spots in that is from a disease known as snow mold. And this year was really great for snow mold because we had a lot of snow cover. Took a long time for it to melt. And then once it did melt, boy, it went fast. And that's really the prime conditions. So what do you do? Well, if you have these little brown spots like that, Bob, the best thing to do is just to lightly rake it. Don't go at it real hard. Just lightly rake it. Then you might need to do some reseeding. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the other thing I wanted to talk, a lot of times people go and they see at the hardware store or the home improvement center sod. All right, I'm going to get some sod and put it out there. Well, you've got to do some work in order to get that sod to work. Let's take a look over here.
A lot of people don't prepare the soil properly in the first place before you put the sod down.
Exactly. So, you know, you get your piece of sod, you've got a brown spot. What you want to do is lay it out like this. Get a decent sized piece. And you want to cut around like I did already to make it easier. And then just pull this back like this. Take your spade, go underneath it, pull it up. And now you've got a place for the sod to lay the sod in. You can see the thickness here. It's about the same thickness as the sod. So when you put it in there, it's going to match. It's not going to be different levels or sitting up high. You can't just lay the sod right on the top of the ground.
And one of the things you have to be careful about is not to over-fertilize when you put this sod down or you'll burn the roots.
Exactly. You want to use the right kind of fertilizer. And, you know, you also want to think about the type of grass that you have in your lawn. If you have an all bluegrass lawn, which is what this grass here is, it's a darker color, you can see that, and you have a composite grass like this, a bluegrass, ryegrass, and some bent grass, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. So if you've got that kind of a situation, you're going to want to put some seed down, a blend of grasses. And I brought some different types of grass here with me for you to see. And you can look at the size of those grass seeds. You see this difference in size? A lot of people think, well, I've got to put a lot of seed down in this little spot. Well, in a pound of bluegrass seed, there's over 1 million seeds. So if you put a handful into a little spot like this, you got way too much seed. Sure, it will all come up. But what will happen then is that you'll get seeding blights that will come through and just wipe out every seed, all the hard work that you did. So what you want to use is a combination of about 80% bluegrass and about 20% ryegrass.
Can you get that blended at your garden store?
Yes, at your garden center, at your...
or buy a blend.
Buy it. Spend some money on the seed, though. Don't go get the $1 a pound seed. Get some decent seed, because it's going to be something you want to have for a long time.
We have about 30 seconds left.
Okay, real quickly, I wanted to talk a little bit about pruning. The other thing that people are going to see, look at this tree out here. You see the dead branches in there. Well, that's the type of thing that you want to make sure you get rid of during the wintertime. This isn't something you want to do yourself. It's way too complicated. Hire a arborist to do that type of thing. So, and then as far as fertilizing, the best thing to do, if you're not familiar with it, is to contact a company like Spring Green. Because we can go out and take care. We know what to go put on lawns. We've been in business in Chicago for over 30 years.
Harold, thanks so much for coming in. And, you know, you can find more information about what Harold was talking about on our website. And that way you can go there, get some more information, and we'll link you to Spring Green and link you to some of the other places where you can get some real good information. Harold, thanks so much.
Thanks much.
You bet. Bye-bye. Bye.